Making money in the Euro Swiss.
No, that's a very good question. The next step is to try and figure out what we call the correlate of immunity. Go back and look at the samples we've collected, draw bloods from the people who were in the trial, and try and figure out if there's a clue as to what particular laboratory parameter that you could follow that would be an indication that is correlating with this protection. And once you get that, then you start to design vaccines with some similarity and some differences that are aimed at
I just saw that 1.3.
particular parameter that you've linked to protection, because up to now,
man, went down, negative 0.7.
Of many immunological or laboratory phenomena, namely the body's ability to respond to a virus, we don't know what particular component of that would be associated with protection against infection. We didn't even know if it existed until recently, because we've never had a positive effect like this. So this is the foundation for that kind of study, correlating something we can induce with protection.
Dr. Fauci says it'll be years until a vaccine would be ready for U.S. approval. We're going to move now to commodities. The oil prices, they are higher this morning, but it's been a pretty tough week for investors making bullish bets on crude, and analysts say that the bulls are also very poorly positioned for bearish news. Let's go back to our market desk and to John Ehrlichman for that story. John?
Charlotte, you're right. We are seeing a little bit of buying for this morning. It's up basically 0.5%. Goldman Sachs did boost its expectations for the demand story for crude going into 2010. That being said, this time last week, crude was trading north of $72 a barrel. We're now in the $66 range. And what has been very interesting to watch is the growing speculative interest in the commodity. It's up significantly from where it was at this time last year. Later today, we'll get some weekly numbers from the CFTC, which tell us about the net longs, a general way for us to gauge the speculative interest. The cautionary flag is that back in the summer, at a time when we were asking whether stocks had run too far and whether the fundamentals were really supporting the crude price, we ended up seeing crude move from around $71 to the $60 barrel level. That really burned some of the speculators. That's the wonder at this stage of the game as well.
Now, speaking of speculators, we know that regulators are keeping an eye on them. Should they be?
You know, the liquidity story often pops up in this, that more liquidity in the market helps to make a more efficient market, and that is certainly true. But we spoke to Tim Evans of City Futures, who pointed out that the open interest and total number of crude futures today is nearly 4 times higher than it was 6 years ago. In the view of Tim Evans, you don't need that much liquidity in the market.
Okay, thanks so much, John. And by the way, you want to keep an eye on the fact that we have the chairman of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, Gary Gensler, coming on at 9:20 Eastern Time. Now, a major shift in the way the world will solve future economic problems. Emerging markets will have more clout. The latest development out of the G20 meeting in Pittsburgh, that is coming up just ahead. Stay tuned.
Gotta get what you can in this market. We'll check the charts and see what else is going on. That's where I just made my money. Oh, it still wants to go up some more. Trying to make major moves. So I'm going to set it up right here. I had to set it up right there because the order wouldn't let me do it any lower than that. Let's see if I can try to give me a better deal. I'm going to try and get in right here. See that? Yeah, he's trying to rob me, man. Punk ass brokers, man. Anyway, that says 1.51, 192. That's the Euro Swiss. It look like it's going down instead of up. But that tells me that things are looking a little bullish though. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. This is on the 60-minute chart. I'm gonna switch it to the daily charts. See if they consist. It's range bound like a mug. That last little dot right there, it's a little sell sign. I don't know if you can see it, but it's red. And it doesn't look so good down here either.
Welcome back and good morning. If you're just waking up and tuning in, take a look at the top stories that we're covering for you. World leaders are meeting today in Pittsburgh. They are poised to crack down on banker pay. The G20 summit ends late this afternoon. Leaders will also call for a fix to global trade imbalances that could
I got some of that money though. It wasn't much, but I got some.
Savings here in the
Just wait and see what happens.
From the group